I'll show you how it's done. Shazam!
Hi everybody, welcome back to Underdeveloped. Here we have a little special treat for you today. We have the newest, biggest hit movie on the scene, Disney Pixar's Soul, directed by Pete Docter, starring Jamie Foxx and Tina Fey, featuring many actors like Graham Norton and Angela Bassett.
And Felicia Rashad from The Cosby Show, and Donnell Rawlings from The Chappelle Show, and Questlove from The Tonight Show.
Yeah, a lot of talent is put into this movie.
A lot of black talent.
True.
And this
Mostly
is easily one of the first all-black Pixar cast with a black lead. So this film was directed by Pete Docter. Pete Docter is the chief creative officer of Pixar, and he's been responsible for films like Monsters Inc. and
Inside Out.
Inside Out, which are two major Pixar hits.
Yeah, those are big deals. Those are nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, so it's not a big surprise that he's coming yet again with another hit movie. Mm-hmm. It's funny that a lot of these white directors be directing these all black films. It's just I'm not against it. It is what it is. I've made a film with all white cast, so.
True.
I get it. It happens sometimes.
Same, but that being said, I just kind of assumed they would have gone a black director for this.
Yeah, similar to what they did for Black Panther. What are your feelings of the movie? First impressions. Well, just what do you feel about the movie?
Overall, I liked it. I feel like there's some things I would have liked to see more of, but overall, I really liked the characters. I liked a lot of the things that were happening. There was some good emotional moments, and there were some funny bits. Though only one or two bits were really really funny. Mm-hmm. Most of them were this kind of chuckle humor. You're ha ha, and then you move on.
Okay, so what are some of your favorite scenes in?
That scene where 22 was in Joe's body, she was just on the ground, she was just kind of looking around at her surroundings. She's really just taking it all in. I thought that was a beautiful moment because this really is beauty all around the world when we really look at it. But we just often don't see it because we're so used to it. It doesn't really faze us anymore. But just to see her react to all this stuff new for the first time, fuck man, it is beautiful. It's beautiful that she can see that.
Yeah, exactly. Because ironically, as cynical as she is, she lived a much more feeling life as Joe than Joe did. Because as humans, I love that they touch on this. As humans, we tend to they're so caught up in our day-to-day goals and not achieving them. We get caught up in consumed by them that we forget to live life. And that's the whole the whole premise of the movie or theme of the movie. Mm-hmm. And she experienced everything. She has this one particular scene when she's in Joe's body and Joe's in the cat's body, and in 22 as Joe is going to the barbershop. First, the barbershop was done really well. The people didn't look like real barber people.
That barbershop looks like a real ass barbershop.
It captured the black experience in a black barbershop in America. Mm-hmm. And that was really well done. The way they looked, the wardrobe, the hair, earrings. It was fire. I loved it. And so Joe and his barber at 22 had a conversation. So, because usually they only talk about when he's normally there, they only talk about jazz. So he asked him about basically himself, why did you become a doctor? What did you want to do? And the barber was like, I want to be a veterinarian, but then shit happened, children. Some was
bills to pay.
Yeah, so it's and then are you sad you didn't achieve your dream? He's like, nah, it is what it is. I still get to cut. I get to meet cool people and cut their hair and save them. Kind of save the day almost. And it's and he's like, yo, I'm cool with that. I'm peaceful with my decisions. And then and he was eccentric because 22 was new to Earth, so she's just spewing out the truth and sounding very weird and strange.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when he left, he was like, yo, I appreciate this conversation because our conversation is usually only about jazz. So I'm I really enjoyed our talk. So they showed the effect that she had on humans. So she's had she's making angels on the floor. She was enjoying herself.
Yeah.
And she discovered beauty through life at that moment. I just thought that was just a good thing, and then that made the ending worse when the accountant caught up to them. You know what I'm saying? She was gonna get a pass to go to Earth, and Joe's gonna take that so he can go back to Earth.
Yeah.
And then, so he ended up taking her pass and making her feel depressed, and she went into that catatonic state. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? In the zone place. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then So that leads to a really
she became a lost soul.
She became a lost soul, and then the whole thing was and he felt guilty. He lived out his dreams, and then he felt guilty, and he went back and he gave her what was rightfully hers, and he helped her get over her fears, The thing is, it wasn't action packed. It's not a film that's if you want to come to a movie to see
No.
action and much of movements and fighting. No, this was of mental. This was about this like beauty of life kind of deal.
Yeah, this is very much a movie that's about its emotional core. It's not
Yeah.
about its action set pieces or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not like that at all.
Yeah, which is fine because I think this is where the movie excels anyway.
So the climax really pretty much a pep talk, almost. You know what I'm saying? And she took the leap of faith. You know what I mean? Because she was scared. She had all insecurities that she's not good enough. But then Jamie Foxx's character Joe helped her get over it, and he, and she went to Earth. She sucked it up. She went to Earth. We didn't see anything from her after that.
No.
But then Joe accepted his faith in going back into the great beyond.
Mm-hmm.
But however, the Celestials were so the council was so like happy, impressed by what he did.
Mm-hmm.
They decided to give him another chance.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a weird decision. So let's get into the ending. Like, how do you feel about the ending?
I have very mixed opinions.
I'm very mixed as well. I'm
because
mixed opinions.
On one hand, I do understand why they did what they did. I do understand that, this is a kids movie. They probably didn't want to kill off their main character. Even then, like, he did do some really good things at the end, so I guess he might deserve it. But with that being said, I think there's something really satisfying about him, like, finally coming to terms with his fate.
Yeah, because the whole thing, like he did what he always dreamed of. He performed with that lady, killed it, impressed people, and that was it. But but then after he did, he realized that it wasn't all it's cracked up to be. Because he had this goal that he finally achieved after his whole life, and it was like he didn't really feel much, but he felt something helping her. You know what I'm saying? He was comfortable, he was content, and having him pass on would have been really. I was getting emotional, but then that moment and she introduced the door for Earth, and I'm like, you sucked that away.
Yeah,
you sucked that emotional impactfulness away from me.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And that took away from me from the ending. So I'm not a fan of the ending. It's still a good movie, but the movie's not perfect.
Yeah,
it has some.
I mean, I wouldn't say the ending ruins the movie. But it's definitely not as good as it could be.
It definitely kind of took some stuff off. Like it doesn't diminish it, but it doesn't diminish it hard.
No, that's exactly
I mean? Like,
that's exactly what.
Okay, what did you think was overall good in the movie? Like pros and cons.
Be honest, I really don't have very many cons in the movie at all. Like, really, the only complaint is that I feel like some things should be fleshed out a little more.
Like what, per se?
Like, I would have liked to see more of the accountant. He was really funny. I would like to see more of him. I also would like to see just more of 22 in two respects. One of her just experiencing life on Earth, and another I would have liked a little more scenes earlier because I do feel like they bond. She bonds with Jamie Foxx's character kind of quick. So I would have liked a little bit more, just a tiny bit more of that. But even then, doesn't really hurt the movie not to have it, I guess. But yeah, like everything else is pretty much a pro. Like the animation is solid. The characters are likable. The voice acting is top notch.
I'm no real bad thing to say about this movie myself. I pretty much agree with you there on everything good. But definitely I do have some cons, and the cons are pretty simple. It's just more. You know what I mean? Like, we should have seen, as we said before, we should have seen more. First off with Joe and the mother. Like I felt that storyline wasn't fully resolved.
Yeah, it could have benefited from a little more.
Yeah, it could have like another scene to really close that relationship off for the movie. 22 should have more experience on Earth. Like I felt that whole storyline with her in Joe's body and Joe in the cat's body was kind of abrupt.
It's quick.
It's quick. It's very quick. And
this movie shouldn't have been hour 40. This should have been 2:20.
Yeah, and that's the problem with a lot of movies nowadays. They kind of, even the good ones, they kind of just rush through. It's kind of abrupt. They kind of just rush through things.
Yeah.
And and it could have benefited for some more time.
Yeah, I do agree. I think a good chunk of these like more modern movies just had like a little too fast of a pace.
Yeah, like we want to relish in these moments. We want to see these characters really grow and really like see these really don't speed through these scenes.
Yeah. It
just takes away from like the experience.
It does.
Of like immersing yourself inside of this character.
So what's your score for Soul?
So my GPA score for Soul 3.6, 3.7 I think is fair.
Yeah, do it. I'm kind of torn. Like, do we give it? I do feel like it is like roughly like, is it a 6 or is it 3.6 or 3.7? Like, I'm torn because they can really be either.
Yeah, either or, because not too far off is both just as good. So
yeah,
either or, and it'll be just fine.
Do we say let's just give it a 3? Actually, no. The ending kind of bugs me, so give it 3.6.
Okay, so both in agreement here. So 3.6.
3.6.
just because the ending kind of took away from how powerful
it would have been a 3.7 or 8 if the ending was better.
Just some more scenes. It could benefit a few more scenes to flesh out some of the relationships and some of the characters within them. But Pixar, you've done it again.
Yeah,
another hit.
Good on you, Pixar.
So we enjoy this movie. This is dope. Overall, a little more could have been done or added, but overall, still was a very solid movie. And with that, we close out. And
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, thumbs down. Hope not. Comment.
Yeah, subscribe. Hit that notification bell for new reviews.
Follow our social media
videos. Yeah, we have social media accounts listed on the screen right now, so please follow them.
Yep.
Yeah. So stay tuned and peace out.
You think water's fast? You should see ice. It moves like it has a mind. Like it knows it killed the world once. It got a taste for murder.